Instagram just released a massive algorithm update for June, and if you don't adapt to the changes I share with you in this video, it's going to destroy your views over the summer right now, because you need to be changing what sounds you're using, what type of content you're creating, how long you're making those videos, and so many other changes. In fact, these changes just help this creator get over 700,000 followers, and this creator over 300,000 followers, and the same exact thing can happen to you so long as you implement these changes. Change number one is you need to make sure that you're changing 3 different things about your content. First and foremost, you need to change your content so that it looks more visually appealing. I'm going to show you an example of this in just a second. Secondly, you need to make sure that your content is shorter. And third, you need to make sure that you're getting information across in the quickest way possible, because right now on Instagram, what people are valuing is getting information across as quickly as possible. That makes content that people want to comment on and people want to share, and then they want to follow you for more. What people don't want is these long drawn out posts that just keep repeating themselves or don't actually get to the point. People want to get to the point and they want to move on with the rest of their day, and that's what's working right now in the summer of 2025. Here are some examples. So if we look at Emmy right here, she is a perfect example of making visual content. For example, if we come over right here, you'll see that she is explaining a concept, but she's wearing all white, she's got a glass with red in front of her, and that makes me think, please don't spill that on that dress, Emmy. But guess what this does? It allows her to actually begin to get her point across in a way that makes people want to actually watch the video. By the way, if there's a lot of background noise going on right now, I'm at a hotel right now. The fan was going crazy in the room, so I had to come down here to a meeting room, so people are having dinner outside, so you might hear that. Just ignore that, because you need to make sure that you're paying attention to these changes. In addition to that, if we scroll down here, what are we going to see? She used the same exact thing here. She has 2 cups in front of her, she's holding some water, and she's explaining something. This is why this content works, but that's not the only way that you could do this. If we come over to Meredith right here, who I also helped gain over 100,000 followers, if we come to her content, we'll see that she does the same exact thing. In fact, this video right here got 6.8 million views, and if we watch, she has a hook in the video, which basically just asks a question. What happens to your home if you pass away? And then guess what she goes into? She goes into drawing this out. Now, the reason that this works is because you have step 1, and naturally, you want to see step 2, you want to see step 3, you want to see step 4, so you are going to continue to watch. And what happens is when you make visual content like this, it increases the watch time and it increases the odds that people actually end up watching longer content. If we come over to Nick's content right here, we will see that he does the same thing. 17,000 views on this video. What is this video? Do this to get a perfect credit score, and then clearly he has a bunch of different things outlined here. He's going to go through those things and show you how to increase your credit score. In addition to that, if we look right here, he is incentivizing people to comment boost on this video, which again is going to increase the reach that he gets, because the 3 most important things you could do right now are 1, get 100% watch time, 2, get people to share your content, and 3, get people to comment on your content and make your content shorter and more visually appealing like this are the easiest ways to do that. But that was just change number 1. Change number 2 is you need to make sure that you're using viral sounds on Instagram right now. Here's how you actually find them. So in order to actually find viral sounds, all you need to do is come over to Instagram, come into your professional dashboard right here. Then what you're gonna do is scroll down a little bit and you are going to see trending audio. From here, you wanna make sure that you scroll down and you are looking at all of these different sounds. But most importantly, you wanna make sure that the sounds that you look at have content made under them in the same format as you and in the same niche as you. For example, if we come into sound number 7 right here, and click into it, and we see the different content that loads up. If that's not in your niche, if that's not in the format that you're posting in, it's probably not going to be a trending sound for your niche. And what you want to make sure of is that you're using trending sounds for your niche. Now, the other way that you can find trending sounds is go and look at your competitors, see what sounds they're using in their content, and see what sounds are actually leading to them getting the most reach. Now, change number 3 is that having multiple people in your video is actually going to increase your reach on Instagram right now. What do I mean by that? Having 2+ people. And you could do this in several different ways. You could do this with a street interview. You could do this with interactive content. You could do this with collaborative content. But you could also simply do this by stitching a video, by green screening a video, by remixing a video. In fact, I want you to pull up Instagram right now, scroll through your Reels feed, and I guarantee you that more than half the videos that you see have multiple people in them, or at least a lot of the viral videos that you see are going to have multiple people in them, and this proves to you that this actually works, because I cannot emphasize this enough. People on Instagram want to see content with multiple people. They don't just want to see you sitting there talking like this. That's why I keep going back and forth between me making content like this and me doing a screen recording. Why do I do that? Because then I'm showing multiple people, I'm showing multiple things, I have props in my videos, and it actually increases your attention span. And guess what? Creators that do the same thing on Instagram are getting the most reach. Now, the next thing you need to make sure you're doing is you need to make sure that you are remixing memes on Instagram. In fact, you should be doing at least one remix meme every single day. Now, I get questions all the time of, Rob, how do I do this? Rob, what kind of memes should I look for? So I finally wanted to answer those questions for you. So here's exactly how you're gonna do this. You are gonna come over here, you are going to type in your niche, and then you are going to type in meme. You are then going to click in here, and what you're going to find are a bunch of different memes. Now, you should only be remixing memes that have gotten over 1 million views. Ideally, over at least 500,000, but you really wanna be going for things with over 1 million views. Because if you remix a meme that hasn't gone viral, why do you think your post is going to go viral? So what you do is you find a meme that hits that criteria. So this one, Will Ferrell, 162 views, you wouldn't do it. This one with this guy who looks like Mike Tyson, this might be a good one to do. So we're going to click into this, and then we're gonna click on the bottom right-hand side, and we'll see we actually can't remix this meme. Now, if we come over here and find this one with the walrus right here, click on this right here, we'll also see that we can't remix that one. Why? Because these creators have turned off remixing on these memes because they don't want other people taking advantage of them to go viral. Now, don't get discouraged. You might have to go through a few videos in order to find one that you can actually remix. For example, I found this video right here, and if we click on the bottom right-hand corner and click on remix, you will see that we can now actually remix this video. You just have to add in an emoji, and then you can actually post this video as your own. Now, if we click on start over right here, and we come over here and click on sequence, this is how people actually stitch videos. You could take the beginning of the video, and then what you do is record your own video on top of that video. And that's how people stitch, and that's how people remix. And these are some of the most powerful things that you could do on Instagram right now, because essentially what you're doing is taking a piece of content that's already gone viral, you're taking advantage of that, you're adding onto it, or you're changing it a little bit while still giving that creator credit, because Instagram will automatically do that if you use these features, and it increases the reach that you get. Now, the next change that you need to make sure that you're making, before I get into by far the most important change that you need to make with this current Instagram algorithm, is ideally you should only be posting 1 to 2 times a day on Instagram right now. If you post any more than that, what's going to happen is you are likely posting way too much, and it's actually decreasing the reach that you're getting. Because if Instagram can't find more people to show your content to, they keep showing your content to the same people. People are going to get bored of you, people are going to get numb of what you're saying, or you're going to have to reach so far for topics that might actually work, that what ends up happening is people just aren't interested in what you're posting about, and then as a result, they stop watching your videos, they get numb to you, or even worse, they might end up unfollowing you or blocking you, and you don't want that to happen on Instagram, because that's going to send a negative signal to the Instagram algorithm, and then as a result, they're not going to push out your content as much. Now, that last thing that you need to make sure that you're doing on Instagram right now is you need to make sure that you're taking into consideration what topic you are actually posting about. Before you ever go to post something on Instagram, you need to make sure somebody else has made a video with that topic and they have gone viral in the last 7 days. If that has not happened, what's going to happen is you are going to invest your time creating a post on Instagram, and as a result, you're not going to get the reach that you want. Not because the Instagram algorithm hates you, not because you didn't make good enough content, but simply because you didn't understand that nobody on Instagram interacted with that, and the way that Instagram actually decides what content to show to people is based on their view history. So if people don't have a view history of watching a video on the topic that you are creating a video on, guess what ends up happening? your video ends up not getting reach, and it has nothing to do with the camera you filmed on, how good your editing is, or anything like that, and has everything to do with what topic you actually chose before you sat down to record. So please make sure you're implementing all of these changes right now. In addition to that, if you want to get guaranteed growth on Instagram and you want to work with me one-on-one to grow the same way I helped this creator gain over 700,000 followers, this creator over 300, and this creator over 100,000 followers, well, please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever. And there are two things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up, because there are limited spots available. I'm going to be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm going to send you new post ideas, and I'm going to critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is. This program is going to help you get followers more easily and quicker so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000, and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now, because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally going to grow on Instagram or get your money back, 0 questions asked? Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.